Fear of leaving money on the table. This is massive. Probably the biggest deal killer out there. Am I getting a good deal? Right? When people aren't sure if they're getting a good deal, what do? What happens?
I need to think about it.
Need to think about it. What else?
Shop around.
Shop around, get more bids or offers. What would you say?
Get more offers.
Oh, get more offers. Yeah. Are those good for you and your business? Let me think about it or shop it around. Neither of those are fantastic. Okay? That comes from the fear of leaving money on the table. Now that we're just talking about it openly, does that all make sense? Do you guys agree? We got to do something about it. The best way to relieve that is through your negotiation. The negotiation has one job and one job only, and it's to get the seller feeling like they won and they've squeezed every penny out of you. Once they feel like they have won the negotiation and taken you for everything you have, most of the time at that point, they feel comfortable enough to move forward. This does not happen if you just go, hey, it's $100 grand. Take it, let me know what you think. That does nothing to relieve that fear. So let me give you a couple of real quick negotiating tips to relieve that fear of leaving money on the table. First thing I recommend is resetting expectations. This isn't new. Lots of people use comps to do this, right? Why do you use comps? To bring them to reality, right? Who here uses comps? Yeah. It's a reality check. It resets expectations, right? I know a lot of people, especially in this industry, are die-hard about they have to give me the number first. I don't know where it comes from, but it is ingrained so deeply into people. Sometimes they'll take a great sales call and ruin it and get into a fight because the person won't. Do we know any of those people in here? Anyone?
It's the Amazon mindset.
I don't know what the Amazon mindset is, but I like it. It sounds good.
It's when we're used to getting things so quickly.
Okay.
Without like any physical interaction. We want it fast, we want it
Gotcha.
instantaneous, we want it now.
Gotcha. So, we want to reset expectations. We show comps to reset those expectations. And then when we give our offer, is our offer usually a little better than the comps? Around or better. Usually you're not like, this is a $50,000 house, this one sold for $55, this one sold for $52, I'm offering you 10, right? So no, it's usually around, comps are a little higher. Stay with me. We're going to get through this together. They reset expectations, and then based on that reset expectation, when you come with your offer, it doesn't seem so bad, because those expectations have been reset. So you can use comps, but you don't have to. All you need to do is say a number. I'd love to buy a house like this. It would be a slam dunk. I know I wouldn't lose money no matter what I found if I could buy it for 30. I knew if I offered you 30, though, you'd probably throw me out. I didn't do anything. I didn't even make an offer, did I? But their expectations have been reset. The trouble with comps is sometimes they don't work. What sometimes happens with comps?
There aren't any good ones.
There aren't any good ones. What else? Sometimes they just don't accept them, right? They just, I don't believe that. My neighbor sold for 2 times that. Now you've lost trust, right? Comps work great because they reset expectations, except when they don't work, right? And they kind of have the opposite effect. So there's a couple, all you need to do is mention a number, okay? I'd love to buy a house like this. Or you could even say something like, if you were looking at comps, hey, I was looking at what houses have sold for in this area, kind of like yours in the last 3 to 6 months. I found one that sold for $20,000. Could you believe that? Absolutely shocking. Reset expectations. Does that make sense? If you're going to increase your offer, they have to earn it. If you're going to give them more money, what happens? What happens when you buy something? I give you money and you give me what? Something. It's value for value. That's the way money works. If you want them to respect your offer and win, every time you increase your offer, you have to get something from them in return. I can increase my offer by $10,000 more, but instead of 60 days, we'll need to shorten that period to 45 days to closing. Are you comfortable with that? What happens if I just willy-nilly start raising my offer? Well, let's just play it out. I'm just going to say it and tell me what your gut feels. Hey, Bob, I'll give you $100,000 for your house. Oh, John, no way. I'll give you $120,000. What's Bob thinking?
Just keep my mouth shut.
I am a slime ball, right? Whoa, you just about gave me $100,000 for it. Why didn't you start with $120,000? We lose all credibility. We lose rapport. It's bad. So, second rule is, if you're going to give them more, you have to take something. I don't care if it's even of any value to you. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's just a give and take. One really fun one is just to end on an odd number. Feels weird, strange, but if I were to come to you and offer you $172,532 for your house, what would you think about that offer? It came from somewhere. When you get to the end, when you hit your maximum allowable offer, make sure it's a little weird. The number has to come from somewhere. And again, what's negotiation meant to do? Squeeze every penny out of you. That's how they have to win. So when you get to your final offer and it's, I've done like in a quarter, in 37 cents. Doesn't matter. That's the final signal that, if I go from 1 to 120 to 121 to 121, 275 and a quarter, what are you thinking about that last time? Am I going up even a penny? That's the signal to the brain that we've reached the limit. We're at the top. There is no more. I won. I'm now feeling like I got the best deal possible and I'm more comfortable moving forward.